Hello and welcome to Mary Makes. I'm Mary and today I am so excited to share with you new yarn that I received from Premier Yarns. Now, I was super excited, so I already unboxed it, so I'm not going to be unboxing the box with you today, but I received 4 balls of Bunny Brights from Premier Yarns and 4 balls of Little Bunny here from Premier Yarns. And in this video today, I'm going to talk to you about the yarns and I'm going to try making something with it. And full disclosure, this is my first time using fluffy yarns like this. Like, I really haven't done a lot with like this type of fluffy, like shaggy eyelash yarn. But the moment I saw these, I had a cute pattern in mind. So let's dive right in. Oh, and of course, before we get started, Premier Yarns did send me all this free yarn for this video today, and I am a Premier Yarns affiliate. Okay, let's dive in. So first things first, I want to show you what these yarns look like up close and give you more information about them. So first I'm going to start over here on the left. These 4 are Bunny Brights. This is a size 7 jumbo yarn. And if I just like pull out a strand here, you can see that this yarn has like a core and then a bunch of, eyelashes coming off of it. So I think this makes this yarn really suitable for like fringe and fluff and like manes. So that's the direction I'm going to go in. Today, the colors I have are cream, light blue, chocolate, and plum. So I'm super excited about these Bunny Brights. They're going to be available on Premier Yarns website today when this video is posting, August 8th. On the other side here, we've got Little Bunny. Little Bunny has existed, I think, and it's getting kind of like a not a rebrand, but like 12 new colors, so today I've got pale gray, rust, pistachio, and lemon. And because these yarns are fluffy, my brain went immediately to a pattern that's been on my mind: Curious Papaya's giant lion crochet pattern. I'm old school. Look at me printing out my pattern. I'm going to leave a link to her pattern in the description. She has this wonderful pillow pet kind of series, and I just hadn't gotten around to making this one yet because I never had any of this fluffy yarn for the mane. So what I'm going to do in this video today is I'm going to try making this lion with lemon and rust. So one lion is going to be completely in these 2 colors and completely using Little Bunny yarn. And I'm going to try making a second lion, one using a combination of yarns, Bunny Brights and yarn. Okay, excuse that. And Sweet Snuggles yarn over here. If you've been watching my channel, you know I love jumbo chenille. I live and swear by this stuff. This makes like the fluffiest plushies ever, and I frankly have a huge stock of this. So I'm going to try using this yarn with the Bunny Brights. As far as hook size goes, I'm going to pull out. I think you want to stick with either a size 10 millimeter crochet hook, 9 millimeter, or 8 millimeter. If you look here, the jumbo yarn is actually going to recommend a 15 millimeter crochet hook, but like I said, when I showed you with the core of it being like this, that's actually like pretty thin. I don't actually think you need to go that big unless you want your project to be like holy, like full of holes. For Little Bunny, this one actually recommends an 8 millimeter crochet hook, and I actually think that would be suitable for this because it's got a little more of like a core. I mean, you can still see, like, if I turn the yarn around, like, it's still eyelashy, but the eyelashes are shorter coming off of that core there. So that's why I think you can really listen to this, but who knows? That's just my opinion and what I do with gauge and everything. So I'm going to attempt to make these 2 giant lions, and I'll be right back to show you how it went. All right, I am part way through making my lion, and I wanted to check in with you and show you how this crochets up. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. It looks so nice. I will say I can't see my stitches. I am crocheting completely by touch, so that's something I want you to keep in mind as you shop this yarn, is that if you're going to make something, I encourage you to make something that you're familiar with or that you're like comfortable feeling your stitches on. I really think you can just like find them and feel them, so it's like not that bad. But I think if I was a beginner, I would not recommend this yarn because you can't see where you're at. The other thing is make sure you use a stitch marker or have some indication of where your round starts and ends. I'm just using a scrap piece of yarn as my stitch marker as usual. Oh my gosh, I one yarn chicken. I had this itty bitty ball left and that was my last round. I'm gonna go ahead and attach, eyes, nose and stuff and get this assembled, and I'll show you the finished lion. Yo, here is the finished lion. He is so cute. Okay, so I used a 17 millimeter by 22 millimeter nose, and I used two like medium size happy eyes. For the muzzle, I ended up using some leftover like chenille, I don't know, cream color that I had just to make these two. Sewed them on, sewed these on, sewed the ears on. I crocheted the mane on, and it looks so cute. It's got 4 feet and a tail, and I'm super stoked about this guy. I am unfortunately not going to be able to keep him because I am vending in the Boulder Art Festival coming up August 30th and 31st if you want to visit me in Boulder, Colorado. But hey, this guy is all done and he's so cute. So I'm going to go on to the second lion now. All right, here is the body of the second lion. Oh, I stuffed him good. Also, I had to zoom out a bit because he's big. I'm about to now attach the main fringe here, and I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to do a slip knot, standing double crochet, and I'm just going to start right, you know what, let's start at the row end here, right down here, and start adding the fringe. As far as Bunny Bright's yarn goes, I feel like eyelash yarn, you just gotta commit and like go for it, it seems to just flow and glide really well in my 10 millimeter crochet hook, so there's that at least. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing the mane like this, and I'll show you what this looks like when it's finished. Oh my gosh, his mane is completed. It is so thick and luxurious. And what I did for the mane, and it's just a bunch of like double and treble crochets. That's, oh my gosh, that's so fluffy and so majestic. It did take nearly the entire ball of my Bunny Bright chocolate ball. I only have about yay much left, but wow. Oh, okay, I'm going to finish up the legs and tails, and then I'm going to give you my concluding thoughts on Bunny Brights and Little Bunny yarn. And here he is. Here is my finished giant like pillow lion. He's so cute. I think this mane just looks so thick and like regal around him. Of course, I always love Curious Papayas patterns, so there's a link directly to this pattern in the description. As far as the yarn goes, would I recommend working with Bunny Brights? Yes, absolutely, as an accent. I think it worked so great on this jumbo lion, using, Parfait XL and Sweet Snuggles, the yellow. They're basically the same yarn, but using some sort of yarn where you can see your stitches with this fluffy eyelash stuff as the accent, I think that's definitely the way to go. When it comes to Little Bunny and how I used Little Bunny for my smaller lion pillow here, I I think it would be really difficult for beginners. So if you're new to crocheting, I think you should shy away just initially, but then once you get a feel for like how crocheting feels, I think it would be really like you can use your thumb and index to like feel where your next stitch is. So I it's doable, but I think it's harder. So proceed with caution. At the same time, though, I do think the extra fluffy texture makes this little guy that much more snuggly. So, you know, it's worth the effort. At the end of the day, you can use my links in the description. One link will give you 10% off your first order with Premier Yarns, and the other one is my affiliate link. When you click on it, I get 10%. Helps support the channel and keep Mary Makes going. As far as these two, I'm going to take them to the Boulder Arts Festival with me. So if you're interested in these two or just want to stop by and say hi, come visit me on Pearl Street Mall on August 30th and 31st. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.